Another night of big-time basketball. You know, Game 5 of the NBA Finals between the Boston Celtics and Dallas Mavericks happened tonight. The Celtics were playing for a record NBA record 18th Larry O'Brien trophy on their famous parquet floor. Gimmer, you do a good Boston accent. Say parquet in a Boston accent, or parquet floor.
Parquet.
He's a regular Donnie Wahlberg when he wants to be. You know, a lot of people thought it would be over on Friday night. Vegas had the Mavericks getting swept. It was such a disaster in the making. Ted Cruz had already booked a flight to Cancun to get away, but instead, Dallas won by 38 points. No NBA team has ever come back from being down 3-0. That's the bad news. The good news is, nowadays, if you lose, you can just say you won. A lot of people will go along with it. It's win or lose, though, it is. The great thing about basketball, sports even, is that more than anything, they bring people together. This is from a Game 4 watch party at the Boston Garden. And this is what's known as a Boston bar mitzvah right there. I don't know what precipitated this. I'm sure it was important, but important. Keep in mind, these guys are rooting for the same team, but then this guy, he loses that fight. And so what does he do? He goes up a stair or two, and he gets into another one with another guy. That should be a Dunkin' Donuts commercial right there. I mean, that doesn't capture the spirit of Boston. So then, just a few miles down the road, the Red Sox got a Father's Day win over their hated rival, the New York Yankees. And during the game, ESPN gave some of the players a chance to pay tribute to their dads. Tristan Casas, the Red Sox first baseman, told a story about his dad that moved many fans watching to tears.
My dad, you know, being the dad that he is, trying to teach me the lessons that he did in his own special way, came into the dugout. He actually grabbed me by my shirt, dragged me to the line, and Looney Tunes style kicked me out onto the field. And actually had one of my best friends that I went to high school with later. He ended up playing pro ball. His mom actually called child services on my dad, had him arrested at the field. No, for real. This is no joke. At the field, I see my dad go away in the cop car, gets arrested, sent the night to jail. I love my dad to death. I wouldn't have this opportunity without him.
Oh, what a lovely, uplifting story about why you were raised in a foster home. Happy Abusive Father's Day, everyone. Speaking of abusive, I'm thinking about reporting my own children to PPS, which is Parent Protective Services. My kids, can I have those, the little ones? They made me, each made me a card for Father's Day. I brought them in because I thought you might want to see. This is my daughter, Jane, made this. Happy Farters Day, Dad. Little naked butt farting there, and then there's me farting on the whole family. You were a great dad, but you smell, with smell lines. Excellent, Jane. And then Billy made me a card. He's 7 years old. It says, Happy Father's Day. And if you look down at the bottom, there's me farting and him not enjoying it. So I don't even know what they're talking about. Their mother is the gassy one in the house. She here? Did she leave? Okay, good. You know, on Saturday, I interviewed Presidents Biden and Obama together here in L.A., which was fun, especially backstage, because we were talking about pranks backstage, and the president and his granddaughter told me that when he was vice president, his wife, Dr. Jill Biden, would sometimes hide in the overhead luggage compartment on Air Force Two and jump out and scare people as they came on board. You think Melania does that? I don't think so. Melania gets in the luggage compartment and just stays there for the whole flight. President Biden had a lot of family there, and the next morning he posted a Father's Day message. He wrote, Happy Father's Day to all the dads, pops, and father figures who've shown us guidance, encouragement, and unconditional love, which is very nice. And to be fair, I should also mention our former president shared Father's Day wishes as well. He wrote, Happy Father's Day to all, including the radical left degenerates that are rapidly bringing the United States of America into third world nation status with their many attempts at trying to influence our sacred court system into breaking to their very sick and dangerous will. Isn't that sweet, too? What a sick individual. You know, I'll tell you something. If anyone deserved a Happy Farters Day card, it was him, not me. He's so angry. On Father's Day. Who's mad on Father's Day? I guess you'd be mad on Father's Day if there was a whole day dedicated to your two biggest failures, Drippy and Dopey, the Dolson twins. By the way, the golden child, Ivanka, came out of hiding to post Happy Father's Day, celebrating all the amazing dads out there with love and gratitude, alongside a picture of, I guess, her as a baby with her annoyed-looking father feeding her and the mother he later buried on his golf course. So that's very sweet. Trump traveled to Detroit this weekend for the launch of his Black Americans for Trump coalition. All 15 Black Americans who support Trump were there to see Martin Luther Burger King in person. And Trump started the day with an event at a predominantly black church, which somehow turned into a predominantly white church for this occasion. This was the scene at the 180 church. The pastor said he was walking around the neighborhood inviting black people, and they laughed in his face. Which is probably for the best. Trump likes his churches the way he likes his Oreos. Black on the outside only. But there were some people of color in attendance, including rappers I Swear Vezo and Peasy, who are, that is quite a trio right there. I mean, it's Please Don't Run DMC. So then Malcolm XXL showed up at another event where they really went all out for his entrance.
You have to wonder if Donald Trump is indestructible.
Please welcome the 45th President of the United States of America, Donald J. Trump! Being an American, or at least I know I'm free, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
Are you ready to rock back and forth? It's always like he's waiting for a spaceship to beam him up. You know, there's a clip of Joe Biden going around today, and they say he froze and had to be escorted off stage on Saturday night. I was standing right next to him when it happened. He didn't freeze. He was just listening to the people calling him in the front row. But the right-wing media, while working very hard to claim Biden's out of it, somehow seemed to completely miss moments like this.
I think he should take a cognitive test like I did. I took a cognitive test, and I aced it. Doc Ronnie Johnson, does everyone know Ronnie Johnson, congressman from Texas? He was the White House doctor.
Yeah, his name's Ronnie Jackson. It's not Ronnie Johnson. It's Jackson. If that was another cognitive test, you failed it, okay? And, of course, no Trump speech would be complete without an extended riff on a subject that's always at the very top of the list of issues voters care about most.
Today you read where they don't want to have any water in your dishwasher, so your dishwasher won't work, and they think that's good. So what you do is you keep having it go on and on and on. The electric bill is 10 times more than the water. And these are areas that have so much water, they don't know what to do with it. They're flooding.
Not only is this nonsense, when do you think was the last time Trump loaded a dishwasher? Maybe never?
You ever go into a new home where you have a shower where the water doesn't come out of the shower head? They put a restrictor on. I took all the restrictors off. I took them off.
What a rebel, what a riot. I mean, this man has done more for water pressure than any president in history.
I've had the experience. I take a shower, I want that beautiful head of hair to be nice and wet. Lather. I want it to be lathered beautifully. And I get this best stuff you can buy and I dump it all over. And then I turn on the water and the damn water drips out. I can't get the stuff out of my hair. It's a horrible thing.
Yeah, it does sound horrible. Just listening to you describe it, I almost threw up, but I hope he has good water pressure in the showers at Rikers Island, because he is not going to like that. It is an island. They're surrounded by water. Trump got a big bottle of Pert Plus for Father's Day. He's happy. You know, for most people, Sunday was a day to appreciate and remember our dads and all they do. But fatherhood, if we're being totally honest, doesn't measure up to motherhood. And to prove it, we went out on the street and we issued a paternity test of sorts to fathers passing by our studio to find out how much or how little they knew about their kids in a new edition of Pop Quiz.
You two pretty close?
Yeah, fairly close.
I'd say so.
Very good. Well, we're gonna find out. I'm gonna ask you some questions about your son.
Yep.
Answer them as best you can. You're gonna tell us if your dad was correct, okay? All right, first question. When is your son's birthday?
It is the 21st of July, 2008.
True?
No.
How old is your child?
He is 28.
27.
Does your son have any allergies?
Not that I know of. You do?
Penicillin.
Oh my gosh, are you kidding me?
What are your daughter's middle names?
We got Giovanna Louise Wilson. And we got Evelina Louise Wilson. And Giovanna. Oh, I don't have off the top of my head.
Can you name your son's girlfriend?
Bianca?
No.
Brielle?
No.
Brianna?
No.
Bobby? Bianca? Brielle? No, I said that.
I don't know anyone by any of those names.
Oh, okay. Brenna.
Sound familiar?
No.
What is your daughter's favorite band?
Fish.
Yeah.
For real?
No.
How many of your daughter's teachers can you name?
None.
Okay.
How many members of the band Fish can you name?
Trey Anastasio, Paige McConnell, John Fishman, and Mike Gordon. And their lighted guy is Chris Caruta. He's the 5th member of Fish.
What grades are your daughters going into?
Oh, man. So Grace is in... Oh, man, I'm drawing a blank.
What are the names of your daughter's teachers?
Miss Lorraine and Mosquita for Hazel.
Is that true?
Uh-oh. Did I mess that one up? Oh, man.
All right, just one more time. Can we get your son's girlfriend's name?
Oh, I have no clue. Brielle? No.
He just told you 2 minutes ago.
I know. Brianna?
No.
Brielle? No.
No. You took one 5 times. Brenna.
Brenna, okay, Brenna.
How old is your son?
Late 20s.
What is your son's fiance's last name?
Well, it's going to be Gomez, but...
Yeah, but I'm asking what it is right now.
I don't know.
Your son and his fiance, do they have a wedding date?
Yes.
What is it?
October 31st.
Are you getting married on Halloween?
No.
Can we get your wife in here to see if she does any better? When is your son's birthday?
August 23rd,
What's the name of your son's fiance?
Hernandez, Ariel Hernandez.
When is your son going to get married?
October 24th, 2025.
Can you name any of your son's teachers from when he was in school?
2nd grade, I think, was Miss Burns. Several in high school, Mr. Green, O'Byrne, Dees.
Yeah, I think that's enough.
All right, before I let you go, one more time. What is your son's girlfriend's name?
Not Brielle.